Cinema 5D at NAB 2017 is brought to you by B&H, the professional source for all your video needs. Manfrotto, imagine more. Blackmagic Design, amazing solutions for film, post-production, and television. Tilta, arm your camera. And Olympus OMD, revolutionary in every way.
Hey guys, it's Graham again from Cinema 5D. We are here on the floor of NAB 2017. I'm here with Peter Marr. You're a product specialist, right? From Canon USA. And behind us we have a new lens. We have a 70-200 T4.4, right?
Yes, we do. This is the second lens in the compact Cine Servo family. So we started with the 18-80, and now we have the 70-200. And it's very similar in shape and size. In fact, it's just a few ounces heavier than the 18-80. Has the same front diameter, so you have the same 77 millimeter thread adapter to it. You also have the same controls on the side of the camera, so the switches are all in the same spot. It looks almost identical to the 18-80, except you get that extra zoom right out of it.
Peter, you have the 70-200 in your hands right now. I mean, yeah, it looks like the 18-80, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very similar. It weighs almost exactly the same. The shape is almost exactly the same. On the camera, it does have the servo motor built in, so you can swap between manual or servo. And when you're in the servo mode, there are two redundant white and tight buttons on the side. So you can actually control the zoom on the body of it, the lens itself. There is an external adapter. It's a zoom control grip that you can buy. It's a little bit extra. It goes right onto the side of the camera, but it has a classic zoom rocker. It's a pressure-sensitive rocker. Connects right into the 20-pin connector here. You can also control this zoom from any other controller that has a 20-pin input. And if you have this camera on a Canon product, a Canon cinema product, you're going to be able to power the camera or power the lens through the camera, through the contacts. And if you don't, there's a 12-volt input right on the back of the zoom control. So now you can power the zoom servo inside too. And the very cool little thing about this is even if this is on an SLR camera, you will get power for the servo zoom. So even if you're on a 5D or a 5D Mark IV, you can actually do that slow presidential zoom. It's a parfocal lens, so if you're in focus at 70, you're going to be in focus at 200.
Now, is it safe to say, Peter, that the majority of Canon products, of the newer DSLRs and the Cinema series, the C series, will be able to power it through those pins at the back you just pointed at, most of them?
At this point, we do know that the cinema cameras will power the lens. We've tried it on a few of the DSLR lenses, and they seem to power the zoom control. As far as any of the other controls, you're not going to be able to get that out of the DSLR cameras, but any of the Canon cinema cameras will get the autofocus, the auto iris, the stabilization, everything will work inside the lens itself.
Very cool. Now, okay, you can power it through this port right here, which is almost directly into the lens. I mean, does it come out too much on the DSLR when you put it down on a table? Is it free of that?
This power controller, or are you talking about?
This right here, yeah.
This power controller, if you get the 90-degree port on it, it works just fine. If you try to run one in, I haven't tried it yet, but looking at it, you got to watch out where your real estate is on this lens.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I just don't want to sit down my DSLR on a table and squish my power lens or my power cable over and over again. Yeah. Great.
There's also, Zacuto makes a little 90-degree adapter for this port, the remote port too. So if you do have the zoom servo grip on the side, it is a low-profile 90-degree port that goes right into there, and you can set the camera down. You don't have to worry about that at all.
Okay, so walk me through some of the pricing and availability with this. I assume we are maybe in the cheaper range, given the T4.4 and its predecessor, the 1880, was, cheap for you guys. Let's just call it what it is for cinema zooms.
Yeah, I'm going to make it really simple. The price and the delivery are TBD. We don't know what the price is going to be yet. We don't know what the delivery date's going to be yet. But, looking at the other lens, I'm sure you could,
Ballpark, yeah.
Ballpark,
okay.
Whatever you want to ballpark until we tell you what it is, because I don't know what it's going to be yet either.
All right, fair enough. That's about it. Fabian, you have anything else?
Stabilizer A, B, and C.
Is that lateral and horizontal, just like the other stills version? Or?
It's a little bit different, actually. Stabilizer A and B are set on the frequency of the shake. So A would be a little bit more of like pirate walking around on the boat shake, and B would be a little more coffee shake, you could say. C is actually when you set the camera on a tripod, and if you are doing a pan, it doesn't stop, drift, and come back, or stop and drift. It actually is a nice, slow, relaxed land to it when you're on a tripod and you pan over. That's what the C stabilizer is for on this or on this lens.
All right, Peter. Well, thanks a lot for showing us around the 70-200 T4.4 at the Canon booth right here in Las Vegas, Nevada at NAB 2017. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks, man. You too.